Begins part 2 of this project, and what you're going to do here is you can see I have a finished one. There's no real detail though, it's just flat base colors. I have all my individual pieces that I've used to create this. So I'm going to go back to my layers for a moment, make sure you can see your layers panel. I'm going to hide the background layer so I don't see the sketch anymore. And then what I want to do is go to File and Document Setup. At this point, what you're going to do is you're going to take this window, click on the top right corner where it says Edit Artboard, and then at the very top of your screen here there's a little plus button that will allow you to add a new artboard. So we're going to click that. So you're going to get two artboards like this. If I go back to the black arrow now, I see, if I zoom out a little bit, I just have basically two artboards. I want to then take my black arrow, select all of what I've created here, all the different pieces, and then what I'm going to do is hold Option, or you could do a copy and paste, and I'm going to take these and bring them over here so we have an exact copy. Okay, on this exact copy now, what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces and create little 3D shapes out of each piece that we've done. So you're going to go over to your group selection tool, the white arrow with the plus symbol on it. I'm going to zoom in here so we can see a little bit better. And I'm going to start with the arm here, just one piece at a time. You're going to click that piece. Once you've clicked that piece, you're going to go up to the word Window at the top of your screen, go down to 3D and Materials, and you're going to see a box that looks like this that pops up. Now, in this box, there's only a few steps you have to do. The first one looks like a little balloon here. It says Inflate to create a 3D volume by adding convex depth to the path, so you're going to click that once. Excellent. So you see a little shadow gets put there. It looks a little bit rounded. That's good. We want to inflate both sides here so that the front and the back are ballooned out, not one of them being flat. So we want to inflate both. Then there's a little button up the top here that says Render with Ray Tracing. We're going to click that. Give it a few moments and you'll see that it really looks very shiny and kind of balloon-like. The only other additional changes that you can make up at the top here for this project would be materials. So if you click on materials, you can scroll through their options and you can select different materials. This is only if you'd like. Here's an example. And you'll see it kind of looks like marble or something like that. So you could do that if you wanted to. I'm going to undo. So it's back to the original color. The other thing is at the top here, there's a lighting option. And if you click OK, you can actually move the lighting. Let's say you want the lighting coming from the very top. So you can move it like that. So you can change that as well. So you're going to go over to each piece and you're going to do the same thing. The other thing is that on these pieces, the only other thing really is that like when I created it with a black stroke around the edge. You could get rid of the black stroke. And so now you can see the kind of the difference here. It's just like a clean path by itself without the black. So I'm going to go around to each piece. I'm going to basically do the same thing. Take off the black stroke, go over to my 3D object materials little thing here, hit the inflate button, hit the inflate both sides button, and hit the render trace button. And then I can go to my lighting and I can position the lighting, to the top so they're all similar to each other. Okay, and that's the way you're really going to go about this whole thing. The only thing that I will tell you that's like an extra. So again, I'm going to just do it one more time just to show you. Okay, this looks good. Inflate, good. Inflate both sides. Render tracing. Okay, that looks good. Maybe remove the black stroke like we said before. Go to lighting. Once I'm on lighting here, move it to the top like I did for the rest of them. Okay, and that gives a nice look. It's starting to give a nice look. Remember, we're going to do all the pieces so it will look unified when it's done. The only additional piece, just to show you an example, is I'm going to take all of these eye pieces for a moment. I'm just going to copy them over here so you can see, and I'm going to zoom in on this. So I'm going to keep one here. I'm going to copy one here. Now, here's the difference. If I go to this one and I do those steps that we just talked about, I take away the stroke, inflate both sides, ray tracing, and I could move the lighting if I wanted to. And then I go to the next one and I do the same thing, right? Object, inflate both sides, ray tracing. Good, lighting. Okay, that looks good. One more time, last one, this one. Okay, so right now this is what the first one looks like. These are the exact same steps we just went over. On this one, if I selected all the pieces and right click and made them a group, and then I did them, it's going to behave a little bit differently. So if I select them all, if I go to inflate, I can do both sides. I can render ray trace. So I grabbed all of them after grouping them. And you notice that the look looks a little bit different, almost like they're indented into each other because they were grouped first. So that's an option for you. You can group certain pieces first and then apply the inflate, and you will get a different, more ballooned, kind of look to things. Okay? So those are your options. Choose wisely, play around with it, see how you do. And then I'm going to finish this up, and in video number 3, we're going to show you the AI pieces of it.